What a cheerful game. I'm sure there's nothing unusual here. Okay, today we're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. The worst kept secret in the world is that it's actually a horror game. It has this facade of being a happy game. Then you start the game and it's like, by playing this game, you consent to the fact you are at least 13 years of age and are willing to see disturbing things. You kind of spoil the surprise if you put that kind of thing right at the start of the game, don't you? Anyway. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Oh, I'm gonna butcher many names today. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. What a rude asshole. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What an asshole! Just like right out of the gate. I don't want them to think I'm associated with you. Fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club yet? I think I might join the literature club. It's just a feeling I have. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with those. You know, I feel like I sympathize a lot with this guy. I feel like he might represent me quite well. Where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on game. Dude, he's me! I sympathize. Perfect. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Don't worry. I'm past college age and I still don't know how to socialize or have any skills. Your happiness is really important to... Oh, don't worry, I'm content. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy, he said, lying. No promise, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I can't wait till she's killing everyone in the club. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's not how that goes. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, I didn't really believe it when you said you were gonna, so I came here to pressure you a little bit more. Know what? Well, you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I've read like 12 books in my entire life. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much, anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I like cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have all of this planned out. She's gonna be like a cereal monster. A cereal monster, like the fucking Sugar Puff monster, right? Like, she's got it all planned out, I'm sure. She's got the red string up on the corkboard. I let out a sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I understand. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. This is probably the most evil one, because she reminds me of the, Mariah Nikki girl. You know, the one. That was the anime. That was the fucking thing, right? Whatever. You know, the yandere. Louis, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Disagree. But, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. She does look a bit like a cupcake, so I'm prepared to buy it. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the class. She does look like the smart one, yes. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Fucking Criminal Minds over here's got it all sussed out. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? There's no way that's how that's pronounced. That's right. They look like almost the same person. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh yeah, we knew each other. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Wonderful. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Is this the first moral dilemma that we face? Who do we sit next to? It's between the two of them, probably, but like, which one do you shun would be great. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen heads, white fluffy cupcake heads decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That was described in way too much detail. It's gonna come up again later, but be terrible. I'm ready for it. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at She looks like a cupcake. It comes naturally to her. Well, you know. She also has pointed teeth. She's probably a vampire. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Motherfucker. Just bite it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I do hope Senpai likes my cupcakes. I finally bite down. I baked my hair into the cake. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I like you or anything, Babaka. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? That one was in fucking brackets, so you know that it was like double fourth wall. I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. They're not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down next to the cupcake tray. Oh god, English is hard. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah. Definitely when I'm reading all those books. 100%. Don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a good pastime for me, but I'm at least enjoy tea. I actually drink coffee. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. It's good to see that they're all immediately smitten. Instantly. Despite, like, honestly, I just imagine the most repulsive man in the world standing, like, the archetypical otaku standing in front of these girls. But it's okay. They're all immediately won over. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature you had cupcakes? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica. No, that's okay, because you can tell her that you came for the cupcakes. It sounds so much better. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Also heard there were pastries. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Forever. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. It's because we killed them. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Yeah. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You'll know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Like, 3 of them are, like, very close on the spectrum, you know, like... Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature, seeing as I was actually won over by the tempt of a cupcake. So, Louis, what kind of things do you like to read? Mangas, yeah. Considering how little I've read these past years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Oh, fuck, he did it! He's actually gone and said it. The madman. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. What is that? People can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, changing the topic, what about you? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy. Oh no. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh no. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Yep, I understand. But she seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her lights up when she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? And, oh, well, how about that? Speaking of subversions, anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Something about the way that they described the stabbing just really spoke to me, you know, on a personal level. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment, though. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? No! What are you talking about? Just because I look like a cupcake and I put little cat ears on the cupcakes I made, what are you talking about? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last... You don't need to dig this deep, dude. Like, I've known you for all of 10 minutes and I already knew. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give me that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Look at her quietly seething. I'm gonna stab them all. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive, because I have absolutely no talents at all. That's kind of why I'm here. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Oh, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing that even the deepest reaches of your heart. Absolutely. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh no. They're calling my bluff. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. It was really awkward. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Oh god, please don't suggest writing something. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go. Oh, I knew it! I could feel it in my bones. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Literally everyone except Sayori is like, oh god, no, please. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. You can't just do this, dude. Like, you've joined the club. I'm sorry to tell you this. You've joined the club. You can't suddenly be like, yeah, I'm actually out, ski. Peace. See you, boys. Like, you can't do that. You've joined the club. It's just how it is. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I sink a little bit into the ground. I'm sorry, I thought. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, who for some reason tolerate me even though I'm hideous. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy that we've successfully pressured him into it. Guilt-tripped him into it. There you go. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did see... Well, she walked way up. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Yeah, what kind of savage would do that? That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Yes, we've been here for 15 entire minutes. Good talk, team. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. You better fucking write a poem. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? That's probably upselling your skills, honestly. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yeah. You're such a wonderful person, I can't see why anyone would resist. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Please, if you play Doki Doki Literature Club, you consent to the fact and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh god, what if it asks me to write a poem? Oh Jesus, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ. Gameplay. Anything but this. Alright. Which of these murderers is my waifu? I'm gonna go with Cupcake. No, alright. You don't pick, you just pick the words. Fair enough. Alright. 1 out of 20. Jesus Christ. Okay. Nightgown. Nightgown? Cheer. Misery. Oh, just sneaking it in there. I was got a little fester, misery, embrace. You know, we got a little bit. You see, a little bit in there. Ribbon. Incongruent. Jesus. Socks. Incongruent. Okay. Calm the fuck down. Fluffy. Yeah, that's right. After image. Mouse. That's right. Electricity. Broken. Scars. Alone. Tragedy. There's nothing strange happening here. Candy. Yeah. Oh no, you really look sad. Covet. Atone. Explode. Email. Color. Damn it. Tears. Extraordinary. Secretive. Massacre. Massacre. Alright, sunny. Oh, damn it. Graveyard. Yep, wonderful. Bubbles. Despise. Sadness. Essence. Entropy. Fucking entropy. Alright. Pink. Intellectual. Vivid. Eternity. Defeat. Hop. Oh no, you look sad again. Fickle. Unending. Infinite. Unending. Infinite. Inferno. Unending. Infinite. Hopeless. Anxiety. Infernal. Wonderful. Poop. Grief. Judgment. Lust. Meager. Crimson. Spinning. Unrestrained. Disarray. Disorientated. Suicide. Precious. Damn it. Kawaii. Kawaii. Depression. Shame. Kawaii. Fear. Analysis. Unrequited. Puppy. We're racking up these points, dude. Variance. Vivacious. There's almost nothing terrible on this. Doki Doki. Look at that. Doki Doki. Melancholy. Death. Nibble. Doki Doki. Yeah, that's right. Contamination. Contamination. Oof. Agonizing existence. Hurt. Climax. Funny. Kitty. Frightening. Okay, Kitty. We've done it. We got almost entirely Cupcake. Hi again, Louie. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I'd come after you. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Now to share, everyone share your poems. Alright. Cute, kitty, boof, bunny, doki doki, kawaii. Wow, great poem.